All right, we are back.
Back indeed. Back
Con-
indeed. Part two of the origin story.
We are continuing the origin story. We've been talking about it. Last time, we discussed a few things. If you did not see the previous episode, go and watch the episode. I'm not gonna come here and tell you long tales about what happened. It's a long story. But I was sharing about how we got here. How we found ourselves in this part of the world, strange land that don't belong to us, but in which we plan to strive and harvest favor like farmers pick up eggs in the morning. So here we are. And last time we were talking, I told my tale, and it was time for Benny to expand a bit about where he was. Do you remember who are Benny?
Where it was when you did your interview. Like where I stopped last time.
Yes.
Yes. So last time I got as far as when I knew that my dad had great plans for me. If I can borrow
The OG!
So when he made it known to me that his plans were to send us away, and each one of us, in fact, because after knowing my oldest brother, whose name is also Christian, by the way, he went to France.
Yes.
Nice, si je me souviens bien, I think, Nice. So when that happened, that was also confirmation for me that, you know what, something...
Your turn shall come.
My turn will come. And then at that time I knew already, as I said, and time is just going by. I'm still in, I think 14 years old. I don't know what that's equivalent. That's like quite a freshman here in America. I don't think it's freshman or 15.
No,
in high school.
That is at 9th grade.
Yes, the grades, I've never gotten good with the grades. But
me either. It's just working with the kids at church that makes me kind of annoyed a little bit.
It was after I knew that I actually met Christian, that I met you en troisième secondaire. So that's that 14 years old of age, whatever grade that is. And at that time, I wasn't really telling that to anybody. I mean, I just knew Dad had this promise. In fact, I was too concerned about my challenges at that time to even think too far down the line about this pipe dream. This is going to happen, I'm like,
what challenges are
right now?
14-year-old have?
I'm like, right now I'm dealing with this land that I don't like. The water's salty. I don't like the people. I don't know my friends. So new school year starts, no reality, and as fate would have it, I would sit down with those who would still be my closest friends today, really, to be honest. But we shall tell more stories about that at some later time. So I remember, as I'm going along, we make more friends. Eva, Maya Copens.
I've been looking for that girl.
I really hope that.
I honestly been looking for her.
Yes.
I remember last time I saw her, she was in Nicaragua.
Yes.
I don't know where she is.
Yeah, she's a powerful activist in Nicaragua. I hope she's doing well. We know how those things can go. The Mandela type kind of people. Like, she's one of those.
She's always been that. The woman is a vegetarian because of a rubbish. Do you remember that story?
No.
You don't remember the story of why?
I know she was a vegetarian, but I don't remember her telling us why she was a vegetarian.
Oh yeah, I was curious. So once I asked her she was a vegetarian, she told me the tale. But it's gonna distract from your tale. But it's a very interesting tale, though. It's a very funny tale. But
Eva,
remind me to give you that. Well, we'll talk about it.
We shall talk about it. So a couple years go by, and then I remember my oldest. So I'm the third of 7. So Christian is my oldest brother. Philippe is the second oldest brother that I have.
A good
He
man.
was also trying to come to America or Canada. And this is not my tale to tell, so I'm not going to spill the brother's beans, but he failed the interview many times.
How?
So that was how can I put it? Stressful to me. I was like, oh man, what is this? Philip is kind. He's a good, good, responsible young man, good student, great grades. So that freaked me out a little bit too. I'm not gonna lie. Seeing him getting rejected was really tough for me. But it was not yet time for me to suffer. So he who suffers before is necessary suffers more than necessary.
Older brothers. I've been that guy my entire life.
Yeah.
But anyway, Ben, before you continue, the juices are flowing. Press the button.
And I remember my time came. So this is about from the time Dad told me about that, about 4 years went by. And then it was clear that now it's time for me to start applying for this dreaded document, the I-20. Anybody gets an I-20. But it's all the process of the interview, scheduling the interview, going someplace, flying somewhere, all that complication. And I must admit, I'm not going to disparage one of my uncles here, but I have an uncle.
It's about to disparage the uncle.
I have an uncle.
Yes.
He shall not be named, but he knows who he is if he ever sees this. He created this sort of I was going to use a bad word, meaning an insulting word, but I shouldn't use that word.
Wisdom.
He created his little business, his little side hustle, where some way, somehow, he became a coach to students, right? A coach to aspiring kids going to America. And he would make bank. My father revealed to me how much he paid him a few years further down the line. But basically, the value that he offered was, listen, come to me, and I will prepare you. I will prompt you. He says, I will maximize your chances of not being rejected.
Would
at
you
the
really?
visa. Yes. So he gave me some tips, such as, I gotta have a pen in my pocket to appear to be a student.
Nonsense.
A serious student really going to America to get a visa. All these sorts of things. And he insisted, speaking English. I'm like, my English is not that good. I skipped the part. I was in Nairobi. I was in Nairobi for 2 months to learn English. I was 15 years old. Nothing. We didn't learn a word of English. I was just
was a fun time,
exploring the city. But okay. So sure enough,
Yeah.
my father hires my uncle as my tutor.
Hey.
My groomed me to appear to appear
To be
worthy.
pleasant in the eyes of a random clerk at the embassy.
So looking back, it does sound kind of silly. I'm not gonna lie. But OG, Dad, merci. Thank you for trying to put all the chips on my side so that it would work. He really tried. So OG, thank you very much.
It seems so important then.
That was inconsequential. I'm gonna tell you that. But hey, anyway, so time passes. Now we are within a week or so from the interview.
Yeah.
At that time, now it's becoming appropriate to be freaking out, to be stressed out, to be nervous. At the time, I lived in Goma, eastern part of the DRC, beautiful city, and for whatever reason, we did mine in Kigali. I guess it was the closest embassy, American
It was the
embassy.
closest, yeah.
Yes. So a few days continue to go by. I'm getting prepped. The training is getting intense. I'm meeting my uncle daily. He comes home and tells me what to do. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't respond like this. Respond like this to certain questions. And that is only adding to my stress, which was looking back.
Getting you tight.
What is
Because
this?
all of a
Super
sudden,
tight.
there are things you're not supposed to say.
Yes.
Yeah, because...
Like, am I answering this question? Am I going to answer this question well if it comes? So
Yeah, because me, I was just taught, say the truth.
that is the form that... Because I'm a kid. How much can a kid really fool an adult? You know what I mean? Like,
You're old and you're there, you can't even speak the language.
yes! So...
You still come like a sort of...
Needless to say, I was nervous. I was quite nervous. The morning of the interview, Dad and I and his driver, we drive all the way to the embassy in the very spinny, windy roads of Rwanda, getting to Kigali.
I honestly enjoyed that drive.
It's a beautiful drive.
My
It's a
sister
beautiful
gets sick every time.
drive. My mom does as well.
Esther came
I
on
mean,
that drive.
it's really mountains. Like you are driving, or maybe not mountains, but
It's hills.
really tall hills. You're winding down, and sometimes you get really close to the edge of the road. Kind of nervous, but fun. I would do it again. We get there. Dad really wanted to make sure that if we were going to miss this, it was not going to be because of our mistake. He wanted to make sure we were as prepared as possible.
Yes.
And we get there one day before.
Pops went with you?
Yes. He went with me.
OG doing OG things.
He went with me. What? I think yes. He went with me. Yes. So we booked a hotel. We were there one night before because the interview was in the morning. He did not want to take any chances, so we should get there early. The morning of, he did not go with me to the embassy. I went with the driver. I don't know what he was doing, why he stayed. I can't remember why. We pull up to the embassy. If I tell you, this looks like a fortress, as we mentioned last time. Just like in your kid. You went to Kigali too, right?
No. I was in Nairobi.
I were in Nairobi. Okay. So,
It is a fortress.
fortress, armored building, intimidating building.
Armed man.
Well armed, well guarded. Yeah, nobody's doing funny business out there. That's And if that's not going to strike fear in the heart of a
15-year-old.
I was, yeah,
Am I getting in first knocks? What is this?
yes, it was crazy. And then I get in, and my interview day, the setup was interesting because you walk into this room, there's 3 or 4 clerks behind a really thick bulletproof glass, right, at the American Embassy. And they are seated right next, like kind of like at the airport, each one of them next to each other in a row. In front of them in the room, on the other side of the glass, is all the participants waiting for their turn. And interviews are done live. So you're seeing the fate of everybody.
People are being rejected and living in tears.
My God. I'm sure. I'm sure this memory is a fabrication of my own imagination. As you and I know, the past
Yes.
is a fickle, is a lie. Our
Yes.
memories are primarily influenced by our emotions and how we feel attached
About the
to that
moment,
event.
yes.
So none of these are accurate, in no likelihood. But what I remember is I do not remember seeing a single person get their visa.
So you're
At
there,
least-
just getting rejected.
Yes.
Rejected.
And you see
Rejected.
people, making their plea. Why me? Like, I've been there before, and this. I have my paperwork, and why are you rejecting me? But the clerk does not owe you anything. The clerk tells you no, it's no. You move on.
Arbitrary. It seemed arbitrary.
Yes. I don't know what criteria they have. So, needless to say, my name gets called. This very cute, kind, older, middle-aged American lady butchers my name, but unmistakably, it's me. I woke up. I was nervous. Oh my God, I was nervous. And I remember I'd never wanted something so bad in my life at that point. At that point, you're just...
Importance is
Importance is
through the roof.
And as a kid, it's as if that is the most important event of your life.
Yes.
You just show that, okay, if this happens,
You are the
everything else-
crossroad.
everything
My life
falls
will
in
be
place.
Yeah, yes.
Right? You're like,
My life will be okay.
give me only this, only this, and it'll make sense. All the struggles, all the things, the sacrifice to my parents, nothing else matters. I was zoned in. One might say that I was alive. I was in that moment. I was feeling everything.
Yeah. I felt like that my second time.
Yeah.
My second time was going to school.
Oh.
Because this one I was not going to school. I was going to play basketball.
That's true. You have two. Okay. Let's see that story too. I'm
Yeah.
gonna finish here in a moment.
Yeah.
So I'm walking up to the gallows. Essentially, I'm walking up and I'm seated. There's a lady. Strangely enough, she flashes me a smile. Big smile.
She probably had mercy on a young fella who looked completely
Yes.
out of
And I was a scrawny, skinny kid. Shave 100 pounds off of me right now. And just there in front of her. I can barely make eye contact, but she smiles. And I remember that calming me. And I calmed down as
a mother. She just looked at
Yes.
the young blood.
as she says something, pleasantries. How are you, young man? Or something. And my response in my broken English, as I wasted my dad's money in Nairobi, hanging out with my friends.
Sorry, Pops.
But my response is too broken of an English. And then, by the grace of God, favor, she speaks French. She's like, on peut parler français. We can speak French. I was like, okay, fine. That puts me in much more ease. And then, to my greatest bewilderment, she does not even bring up all these questions that I've been
Prepping for. Torturing yourself
memorizing.
for.
It was a very basic. It took a few minutes. It was, what is your favorite subject in class? What do you want to be when you grow up? Do you want to come back here? Very mother to child kind of conversation. You're like, you know what? Don't worry. All right. Who's your dad? Show me proof of, you have to make sure that you can prove that you can afford life here in America. Expensive.
And they're not playing. They're not playing.
They're not lying about that part. And then within a few minutes, she gave me mine. She said, well, you have to leave your passport. Come back tomorrow morning. It'll be affixed to your passport. But congratulations. Have a good time in America. And
That was floating as you
one of
exited.
my first memories of experiencing a dream come true. And the disappointing part of it is also that as human beings, once you have what you're looking for, you're on to the next one. You're like, oh, this is great. But it felt, after you have it, and then you feel like, okay, of course, I don't even know if I'm explaining this well, but that sweetness, that feeling of elation that I thought I would have for a long time vanished very quick.
Because
I was
now that
happy.
is the fact is in front of you. You have to
Yes.
travel.
Yes.
You have to get ready for
I'm
English.
excited. I get it. I step outside, call my mother. Mom, I got it.
W.
Mom is screaming on the other side of the phone. She's so happy.
Oh,
She's so
mothers are
excited.
different, man. The
Very
celebration
animated.
of an African
One day
mother.
we'll have her on the show. You'll see my mom. And strangely enough, Christian's mother is also about the same temperament. But yeah, she was so happy. And yeah. And then after that, there's another long tale of what happened soon after. But please tell about your second visit to the embassy.
You know, my second visit to the embassy. So this is what the first time I went to play basketball, a different visa to come back. I got opportunity to go play football, but I couldn't play football because of the of my visa. So I had a kid the opportunity to do sport and to go to school, but they they had to send me back because my visa was not allowed. I was heartbroken. I was like, what? I get recruited. Where did I even got? Where did I even get recruited? I could have just, come here and then be abysmal and then go home. You dangle the carrot in front of my eyes and then you just get it out. Yeah, my visa did not allow me to be a student. I will have to start the process again. And these coaches don't have time for you to wait for next year. You know what I mean? So that's how it went. Well, I came back home and a bit dejected. It was fun. It was fun. It was a fun event. But now I know something. I know that I can go to America and I can go to school and I can go to school and do sports. I can go to school there and get an education. It is not impossible. I've seen the dream. I remember when the first came, it was in Philadelphia, and the group you came to drove us to New York, and then visiting New York. I've never been a sightseeing kind of guy. I couldn't care less about New York. And
Which I haven't been yet, but go on.
I felt completely unwelcome in New York. It was a very weird thing. Because as we were walking there, we are going to go to Rockefeller building, something like that. And we got a bit separated from our group, and we tried to ask direction. We were ignored by every person we were talking to.
Stranger danger.
It was a couple of, African kids trying to ask direction, and then we found a security guard, who finally gave us the direction we needed. So remember the experience with New York, coming from Africa, anybody you stop would flash you a smile, and direct you, but this was a cold. People weren't even making eye contact. I'll make eye contact, they'll look away and walk away. I was like, do they think I'm trying to rob them? What's going on? Anyways, now that I'm in America, I understand the culture. And we went to Baltimore, for some reason, because some difficulty happened. We couldn't figure out how to pay for our lodgings in the area we were because some adults stole money. So we were obliged to go to Maryland to stay with some pastor family. Long story, adult, African. Anyways, so we go in Maryland, we go to this place, observatory, everything, like we're visiting this place, and I'm soaking in America. And I think to myself, I belong here.
It felt like a second home.
Just like that, like this is where I belong. I mean, I'm comfortable. And then I saw my opportunity there, I had to return. So I returned home. And I returned home and I thought to myself, I'd like to go to school there, And I remember talking to my father. My father told me, what, if you get to school, we'll support you. We'll take care of you. But you need to have this thing worked out. And then my mom, who was eager, oh my God, she would call me every day. So, the application going, Christian, you cannot waste time. You need to go to school. So she was trying to influence me.
Oh, gee!
Influence me to pick a school in Nairobi in Kenya to go to. Because my sister was already going to school there, And at this time, I'm living in one-room apartment living room. Because I'm in a transitional phase. It's like I'm a man with no home. It's very uncomfortable. I'm a man with no home and seemingly no prospect other than a conviction and a dream. I've not been accepted in any school. I don't have any real, tangible direction. And rightfully so, my mother think, Christian, what are you doing? Just enroll. You want to do engineering, enroll in the computer science class, something like that. So after beating me down, I enrolled in the computer science class, in which I realized the teachers they just there to take your money, not teach you. They didn't teach me anything. You know, the basic of coding, there was nothing. I was like, I've never coded before. You're teaching me. It's something as if I've been in this class forever. Abysmal. I was like, wow. I didn't want to go to that class. I was like, I just stopped there. I was like, Mom, I'm stopping it. I'm not doing anything. And plus, I want to go to school in America. And now here comes an important character. A good friend of mine to this day. I haven't talked to you in a long time, but Diana, and I need to get contact with you again. And
Diana
just say
Montoya?
hello. Diana Montoya.
Hey, really? Okay, vas-y.
Wait, how do you know Diana?
Vima.
Ah, yes, that's true. So, Diana, a sweet girl. And when we went to play basketball, our groups met there, and we just made contact. Somehow we just kept contact. And I was in Kenya at the time, and we love video chat. We would laugh and just discuss and talk and everything. Absolutely incredible human being. And she's doing well right now. She's running a company called Clean. You guys
Clean.
go and download Clean. It helps you get cleaners to your house that have been vetted.
CLYN.
It's a great product. I got you, Diana. Plug. Anyways, yeah. Diana, I just exchanged with Diana, and she became convinced that I should come to that school. I'm like, no. But long story short, Diana goes and she pays for the application fee for me. At the
Wow,
school.
favor. I didn't know that. That's favor right there.
She asked me, she's like, I'll pay for the application fee, apply. I'm like, okay, fine. I go through the application half-hearted a day. Because at the time, there is war, People are being refused visa left and right. I don't see myself getting the visa. I'm getting it away of my own whatever, of my own dream. But my sister Ruth, who I was living with, and Diana were very locked in about this. You should do this, you should go. So I did the process, I applied and everything. And shortly thereafter, I don't know, because Diana was also working, I think, for the admission lady at school or something like that.
Okay.
So my files are being pushed. I do not understand what was going on. But anyways, little thing do I know, I get in the mail and there's my I-20. I was like, what? I literally do a basic application. I didn't even try that hard. I get my I-20, I get instruction to first go to the embassy. I come and that's like, I got the I-20. You need to go to the embassy. I'm going to the embassy and then we shall see. But at this level, my importance is low because I don't believe that this is going to happen.
That's very true. That was crossing my mind too.
Yes.
Low importance.
Yes. I don't.
A positive balancing force. Yeah.
I don't believe that's going to happen because, big visa being refused. At this time, there is a war in Sudan. Sudan is splitting into two. In the eastern of Congo, there is also another war going on. I'm from East Congo. This was the last event of M23 when they came. It was around that time, 2013, 2014. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, there's no way they're going to give me a visa.
And this is how long after the first trip to America?
1 year.
Oh, this is happening really quick. Okay.
Yeah, because when I went to America, this is my graduation year.
Oh,
I graduated high school.
Yeah. Oh, wow, this is happening quick.
Went,
Okay,
and then I returned. 1 full year of doing nothing and my mother losing her mind. Yeah, also, just my body changed. That is a very important detail because I started lifting. I started lifting. I just got filled up, very big. Big good, not big now. So anyways, because that's all I did. I went to the gym, I lifted, I ran, and I played basketball. I played basketball at USIU with the American school. I went there and played basketball for them and also played for a professional team in Kenya, the Blazers. Oh man, there's some fun history. We go there and I even don't know how I got myself into a professional team. It was my high school coach who was a non-referee. He refereed the league. It was a respected coach. He's like, I have a kid who can play. Do you want to try him out? And one day I did my thing and there I found myself playing in the professional circus in Kenya. Not getting paid. I was supposed to get paid, but my money was disappearing. You don't know. The coach was behind it. That coach. He got fired because he was also behind the stealing of our money when we went to America.
Hey.
Dumbledore drunk, he would drink. But anyways, so I'm in this situation. I got my 20. I'm doing my application, literally with zero importance. But once one person is pushing this forward, that is my mom, because every single day that the Lord is made, if the sun will rise and set, that woman called me to ask me how the process was going. It was insane. It was anxiety producing. I will see the column that I have no news. I told you a few hours ago I have no news. I'm still waiting. And then the phone, mom comes on the phone. I'm like, oh my God.
OG.
I call mom. Hey Christian, papa, comment ça va? Hey Christian, c'est comment? Hey, alors c'est comment les choses de l'Amérique? C'est comment l'application? I'm like, oh mother. It is the same thing. We are waiting, we are processing. And then when I finally news, Christian, c'est comment? Oh, I got the I-20. Yeah! You know the drama?
Yeah.
But anyways,
Yes, indeed.
anyways, I go to the embassy and then my mom calls me. She said, Christian, I had a dream last night. I was like, oh, what dream? I said, you went to the embassy, they did not ask you many questions. And I saw a plane with you in it, in the dream. And on the side of the plane, there was the flag of America.
OG.
I was like, really?
Eyes in the spirit. Yeah.
I said, okay, well. So I do all the process. Now I know how to do it. Because the school walked me through the process as they were organizing us to go. And the school was, they had cash. So they had the best people, the best places to do this process. And they introduced us to the person who was helping. All I had to go is to go to the same person that helped me for school. And just meet him and have him help me again, you know. And he asked for his fee for myself. And then he liked me, so he gave me an acceptable fee, which now I know it wasn't an acceptable fee. It was a high fee.
You got bamboozled.
Yes. Yeah. But he gave me the fee. We did the process. We set up the interview date. He said, the date is set. My part is played. Now good luck to you. Go and I wish you well. At this time, I'm training with my little group of people were at the gym, a little gym somewhere in the lowest neighborhoods of Nairobi. You know, and it used to be, because I live next to the university in the apartment where Steve used to live, Ruth used to live, all my friends used to live there, so I live there as well. A party area. I mean, if you are not serious about something, your life will go awry. I got invited in a lot of parties. People wanted me to go drink, but at the time, I just, for some reason, some focus. I thought of myself as a future athlete, and I didn't want to mess with my body, which is crazy, because why would I think that? But anyways, I would go around and go lift. I found this little community of other guys who were like bodybuilding looking guys, like in shape, whatever, and they're disciplined. And it was like a structure, you know. You cannot miss. You have to come. And when I missed, I had to explain why I missed, and then do punishment. It was like all the brothers. I don't know why I capitulated, because but generally my general temperament, I don't like people telling me what to do. You know me, you know. But I let them guide me, and they cared for me, you know. So one day we were lifting, we were doing squat and everything, and then I told them, oh guys, I got my meeting at the embassy. I've been going to the United States to go to school there. If this brother does not jubilate, good for you. Wow. We need to celebrate this. You know, what's kind of celebration? We went to the way we will celebrate. We just have a pickup game, basketball pickup game. I had never got a privilege to play with them. They were good, like really much away higher my level. So they would not let me play with basketball with them. They would, you know, because all of them they have national championship. Some of them play in the Kenyan teams, national team. You know, they're tall, big people. You know, in the past, retired, they're older, they're working, whatever. So we went and we finally get to play with us. And then I got denked on by some guy from Sudan. He's a tall guy, just denked on. I got mocked and everything. But I had fun. It was grown men coming play basketball to celebrate me, which is bizarre to celebrate. But I was like, good luck to the interview. Hopefully everything goes well. So now the importance of the interview has gone up a little bit. Because of that event, I'm like, I really want this interview to go well, you know. So I got that interview. As I lined up there, I'm well dressed, ready to go. Lump in my throat, all my paperwork, everything, all the financial things, everything were there. I enter the building, and you will not believe this. I go to the lady calls my name as they're calling me names. You know, it's a big hangar. People are sitting there, little thing with their number. It's like T A B something. A36, B36. You go to the little kiosk that has that number light up. My number is light up. They call my name. It was like B something. I see the kiosk when they are being a sweet lady sitting there. Yes, me, how doing? Good, doing well. Oh, really? That's wonderful. Okay. I see you've been to the West before, not long ago. Yeah, I say, where did you go? I want to play basketball. Where should you play? Oh, I play shooting guard. Oh, really? Are you good? I don't know, but I was good enough to go with charcoal and everything. And then we just talk about my dreams. What do you want to do? I want to be an engineer. I'm ready to go to school and do engineering and mathematics. Really? That is impressive. You must be smart. No, I try. It was a common conversation. And then at the end, it's like, okay, for your interview, I have to ask you a question for your interview. It's like, really? Okay, yeah. What's the question? I say, okay. Who's your dad? What does your dad work? I tell him who's my dad and when my dad works. He said, okay, bye. You have the visa.
Favor.
That was the question. Who's my dad? So, poof, I get my visa and I leave. But that would have happened if it wasn't strange enough, I'm realizing now, for Diana. She's the one who insisted about this. So I'm gonna call her after this. I'm gonna try to reach her or send her a message. But anyways, and then all of a sudden I'm leaving that place, and I having a wave of emotions, like all the things that I thought were closer and were rare. All of a sudden, all the possibility open up.
Kairos moment.
And like, what? So I exit that place, and there was a rock where I set, the same rock I set on when I was told that I need a new passport last time. I won't set that rock, I charcoaled and stuff, okay? I just spent half an hour sitting there, just looking at the motorcycle going, looking at people lined up, stressed out, waiting for their visa. I just sat there, that rock. And then, well, I picked up a motorcycle. I went to tell my sister what's going on. My sister, who actually was there, in her mind, it was a foregone conclusion. She did not have, yes. So there was no news to her. That day, I did my run because, my run was easier. You know, it was never a long run. It was like a 2-mile run. 2-mile run, I would run it, and then the last 500, 300, I would sprint it. So I go and then I enter the gym, I do my thing. I got there, I announced to my people that I got a visa. It was celebration. We lifted. They said, now you're going to go and forget about us and abandon us. And they started messing with me. And then they sat me down. They said, Christian, don't go there and get the girl pregnant.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, they started giving me advice. Don't go there and get the girl pregnant. In America, they're going to force you to do child support. So instead of fighting for your dreams and doing your sport, you're going to have to work, menial job, just to pay this woman fees for the rest of your life until your kid is 18. So all sort of advice Big Brother would give you. Go there, be focused. You're going to be an athlete, go pursue it. You are good, you have a good body. You know, there's the first person who introduced me the idea that if I trained, I would have had a fantastic bodybuilding body. You know, they're telling me that. Obviously, to this day, I don't even know what that means. That is, you know, but that's what they did, you know. So I had no interest. I thought it was ugly. I was like, that's ridiculous. I don't want to be a bodybuilder. I was like, oh, yeah. You have broad shoulders. You have a big wrist, apparently. This world, you know, this world better than me. So they're like, you know, you're an athlete. Focus. Get your athlete, get you a degree. And then, get the papers. Get right in America. It's going to open doors for you. And who knows what you can change for your family and your people. These are stranger, other guys in Nairobi who live their life, you know. So we did it, and then they say, goodbye. We hope to not see you in a very long time. And that was actually my last time at that gym. And I didn't think it would be my last time because I just wanted, that was like, okay, you have to come now home. You know, you have to say your mea culpas, goodbye to your mother, goodbye to your uncle and your aunts before you can go to the journey. And obviously, I went back home and said goodbye to my mother. I remember the dramatic moment when I was leaving with my aunts, my uncle, Tantine Viviane, Tonton Jacques, and there was dad and mom walking me to the border with Congo and Rwanda, in Gisenyi. And I walk through, I say my greetings and goodbye to everybody, and I'm on that line, the other way line that you see when you're about to get your thing, and then the taxi is going to take you to the
Yeah,
airport and
yeah,
you
yeah,
got it.
yeah, yeah.
So I'm on that line, and then I get my thing, I have my luggage, but now by myself, Perhaps at that border, they let him pass, they don't even ask him anything. Because of the work he does, they know him and everything. So he just passed there, he just crosses, and he's standing there, and I hug him goodbye. My mom was on the other side of the border, they didn't let her cross, or she didn't ask to cross. And then I wave goodbye to my mother, and then she burst into tears. I was like, okay, this is uncomfortable. I was like, goodbye, mother.
It was a different affair to me. Go on.
I enter that taxi, and then I go, a smile on my face, chasing an adventure I've always longed for as a child who wanted freedom. And that is the memory of that second time. It was pleasant. Next thing I know, I'm in Lubbock, Texas. I'm being picked up by somebody at 5 a.m. in the morning. And I'm being put in the Brotherhood Dome. And then football happened the next day. Yeah, that's the second story. Fun memories in some way, even though it was a stressful time.
Yeah. Wow. Before I go on with my side,
Yeah.
I want to get your point of view on, the amount of importance that we put on traveling to America. To this day, it must be one of the dreams of maybe at least 50% of our population, especially our age, maybe even more in our
Yeah.
demographic, in our age group.
And I understand why it's better now.
Yes, please. Do you think it's valid? Do you think it needs to be?
Very valid.
Okay.
It's very valid. And I never thought it was valid before because I was always going to go back home. And right now, as you know, our businesses are home. The things that we're working on home, the non-profit is at home. And we are here, but we are planning to be going back and forth, mostly back. So that is also my point of view, different for other people who wants to leave the Congo and disappear in the future life. That is most people at home. They just want to go. They will come back to visit, but they want their life to be out there. And it occurs to me with our growth, and we are studying, as I was going through the PDCS program, that one of the most important things for you to blossom is your environment. Just being in a different environment changes who you become, changes what you can do, what you get access to. And the environment at home, for many people, is just not the right environment to do good.
Conducive to success, yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people with potential that just want to change of environment. And they desire it deeply because they believe that, well, doing this change of environment will give them a chance. And I tend to agree with them. There is a lot of things that I've been able to do just for being here.
True.
The view of the world, just to being here, not even have to do with school. Yes, I went to school. I discovered the world, discovered what I was capable of. I did my degrees. You did your degrees. But when it comes to the real world, just being in this environment means a lot of things that are possible for us are only possible because we're in this environment. So I find it valid. But now our job is to now change our environment. And that is I think the statement phrase, this is the mission I have for Nigeria, for those kids. I want to create an environment purpose for success within the chaotic environment that we have. In that campus has to be the world to them. I want to be the world to them. So in the campus, we want to have access to things that help them look at the world further than what is surrounding them, further than their history. I have a lot of classes online. I would like to use a program that the one Megan works at. So they can teach, they have American teachers or French teachers, European teachers, African teachers that have a positive outlook for the world. Teach, not just be stuck in Congo. I want to teach from the Filipinos, from South Americans, from Europeans, Americans, have an open view to the world because honestly, environment is one of the biggest changes you can make to succeed.
No, I agree with that. And I remember watching a documentary on YouTube a while back, and they were conducting this research. And the question was, what do you think is the biggest predictor of success and wealth in life today? And it turned out to be, spoiler alert, your passport. Just by belonging to a certain area of the world. you are automatically at a certain advantage. So there is I guess I understand, as much as I understand the need or the desire, the strong burning desire to come to America. The part that I lament, and of course it sounds rich coming from me. It's like a rich person telling you money doesn't matter. You know that's that annoying. Or some rich people tell you that don't worry about money, coming from somebody who's not broke.
Yeah.
For fear of being like that, it's not my intention to come across like that, because I'm living the dream of many people.
Yeah.
But I don't think, though it's very advantageous to be on this side of the world, in the western part of the world in general,
Yeah.
there is no need to worship it, to think that it's the only way to really have a positive impact in life. So there's that fine line that we have to draw. This should not be an excuse for somebody to just surrender to their fate.
Give
you know
up.
what? I'm not in America anyway. This is not
CPE.
going to happen for me.
That phrase
Yes.
annoys me to no end. There are
So-
people that are succeeding at home.
Yes, people succeed at home. Though this is a very advantageous situation, it doesn't mean that you're doomed. And I do not take for granted the fact that I'm here because of my heart. I am definitely not one of those people who wants to surrender, leave my country behind. No. The future is there. It's my
The
home. I love
calling.
it.
I believe
This
the
is-
world is turning.
Yes.
Africa is taking a step forward in the world stage.
Yes.
And the Congo
So-
is in the middle of that game.
So yeah, we are definitely. That's home. That's where my heart is. That's where my heart is, and
Inevitable.
so.
I can't wait to return soon.
But
Actually.
yeah, I wanted to get your point of view on that. I think, yes, you want every advantage in life as much as possible, but do not fall for that trap that, okay, because I'm not there, because I'm not in France, because I'm not in Belgium, I'm doomed. It's out of my hands anyway.
Yeah, leadership.
That is,
I've been talking to a lot of friends that are there still, and they tell me, Christian, tu ne peux pas comprendre. Christian, you cannot understand. You are in the United States, you don't understand this country. I find that so offensive.
yeah.
What do you mean I don't understand this country? It's my country. I grew up there. I spent most of my life there. My family is there. My work is there. My business. I understand the country. I just have a different mindset than you. I believe that we can do things. I'm telling them, I'm saying, okay, what do we do this? Here's a plan, something you want to execute. And I'm like, why don't you execute it in this way? What do you do this plan, this plan? It's not that easy here. I'm like, wow. It's not easy anywhere. It's not about ease.
easy anywhere.
Nothing is easy. We have to be willing to do the hard thing in our situation, the hard thing in our conditions. And that's what we're trying to do. And sometimes to inspire, you have to do. So, hence, we are doing. I mean, this is not the place to talk about the things that we are doing, but we are doing. And hopefully, we change minds and perspective for people. People start believing differently. They're like, oh, maybe it can be done here.
Yeah. This kid who grew up down the street from me is no different than me. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's definitely
we need enough kids who grow up down the street to be really successful in a clear and doable way. But I must say, I do not neglect the fact that yes, there is difficulty. The challenges in infrastructure, I feel it myself in what I do. The difficulty that you cannot just drive a
Likewise.
product from this place to that place. That's crazy. The problem that I cannot even have a meeting with my team. Like yesterday, I was supposed to have a meeting with a team member, but guess what?
internet,
It was raining heavily.
and then that disrupted the internet. Yeah.
How ridiculous is that?
Which is a non-factor here.
Rain?
But
You can have a meeting because of rain. So I don't understand the challenges, trust me. But I believe we can do it. We have what it takes to create something beautiful at home.
and
We have everything that is needed actually. And we have also certain advantages, for example. Being at home offers us certain advantages. Advantages in cost of labor. Advantages in consistency of climate. Advantages in ease to get prime products. These advantages as well. We just learned how to take advantage of them and leverage them properly to be successful.
But you're right. It is offensive. It is offensive when somebody looks me in the eye and tells me, "Well, you've become an American. You've become a white person." Strange things. You've become your mind has been westernized or something. You
What
don't
do you
understand.
mean?
You don't remember what it's like to be. Dude, I was 17 years old when I left. Yes, I'm not a full-grown man at 17, but I've seen things. I know things. And in fact, that fuel is still burning in me to come and try do my part to change things.
Yeah.
But
And this is something else that I found not only irritating but destructive is that they call having a high mindset, positive mindset, westernized. And for example, I'm having a meeting with these friends and we schedule a time. And I'm there on time. I'm stickler for the time. So I'm pissed that they just assume that an hour later will be okay. So I tell them I have things to do. I cannot be there an hour later. I say, Christian, you see, here things are fluid, You've been too westernized.
Yeah.
With mindset like that, how are you going to succeed?
Yeah.
This is not about westernized being industrialization. This is simply a basics, So there are things that we need to clean up our acts also. And it has to do with mindset of the country. Stay tuned for 1717. The mindset of the country must change. Young people must look at the world differently, have a positive mindset, believe in themselves, and do the small things that get things done. That is not about Western. If you go to China, to Australia, even in Africa, those who get it right are on time in meetings. Just be on time in meetings.
Yeah. They do what they're supposed to do when they're supposed to do it.
Yes.
Basic. Yeah. Oh well. So where were we in the story? Yes. Now you're in America. You're in Lubbock. What year was that? Do you remember?
I think
you got here before me.
When did you get here?
12.
No, I didn't get here before you. I got here after you.
What? Really? August 20. Oh yeah, because I remember texting you on Facebook.
Yeah.
At some point. Oh yeah. Because I got here in August 2012. So
I think I got here in late 13. Late 13. Yeah, late 13.
Yeah.
Then next year.
I see. Okay. So I get the visa. So back to that time, Mom is elated on the phone. She's super happy. And I got a really short visa that has political implications, and I'll spare you those details for now.
It has changed now. Now it's 2 years.
I had to make it in within a really short window. So obviously that is excited. Everybody's happy. We purchased tickets. In my soul, as you mentioned earlier too, I was longing for this, dreaming of freedom, dreaming of answering only to myself, only to find out that reality
is responsibility is something else.
That rain comes with its fair share of mud. Yeah, just put it that way.
Woo! The truth of growing up.
I was always provided for. I never did many chores at home. We had maids to help us. It makes it sound like I'm this rich silver spoon kid.
You are.
Having maids is actually a common thing back home.
The boy is a silver spoon kid. Don't let him lie to you. Silver, his lips are like silver.
But I never learned how to cook.
Yeah.
I never really learned how to clean my own clothes. I never learned how to do much. And that was an expensive fumble in my early years of life.
Mama, I am sorry. I'm sorry for fighting you. I am so sorry that I thought you were torturing me. I am grateful that you forced me to learn how to cook and to do all those things.
Yeah, I did not. I did not learn that.
I was ready.
None of those things even crossed my mind. I'm 17. I've gotten licensed to my freedom.
Yes.
Nothing can stop me in this world. The possibilities are endless. Here I am. And I really... Mom was having a bad day that morning.
The morning you were supposed to leave?
Yes.
Health-wise?
No. I think marital arguments and nasty nonsense that we may never talk about here. But
Probably never.
So here I am. My bags are packed. Very intense. Almost mentally I had disconnected from gold mine, everything happening at home. I'm like, okay, this is me now. I have to be selfish. I have to think about me, right?
Oh my God.
I was like,
that process went into your mind?
Yeah. Wow. I was like, I'm ready.
That is very unlike you.
I felt suffocated. I felt like I needed freedom, and this is wrongly so. I don't want to send the impression that my parents were bad parents or anything like that, but I just have a really, really high sense of freedom.
I agree. We have a common.
Rightly, wrongly, that is just...
A bird is gonna fly.
Right. And I'm like, this is one of the first big steps towards my dreams that are just slowly coming together as the puzzle pieces fit. So, Mom gets up, she gives me a hug, and she wishes me well. She's like, sois sage, means
be wise.
Be wise, be a good boy type thing. And I look at my little sisters. The atmosphere was just kind of sad, kind of gloomy there, but not enough to faze me. Not enough to faze me.
When a call to adventure.
Yes, so I get in the car with Dad, and
The hero's journey.
yes,
That's the
we
beginning
make
of the hero's journey.
the same drive back to Kigali again to the airport, and my dad is a stereotypical African parent. At least he was at the time, where you don't really show emotions like that. You are very stingy with your emotions.
Yeah.
I'm not going to show you a tear. I'm not going to show you, that sort of thing. We get to the airport, because every airport is that point, past which the guests cannot go. It's only the passengers. We get to that point. In my head, I'm like, okay, what is that going to do here? The man is not emotional. As far as I know, he does not have emotions. Taps me on the back. Hey, be wise. Be a good kid. Take advantage of this. Peace. I was like, thank you. Gives me the most amount of money that I'd ever seen at that time, cash for the trip. I think it must have been $500, something like that. That was huge.
What is this?
Humongous. Little did I know that journey was going to be something unforgettable. But I shall get there. So that gives him the money. We're separated, and I get to the kiosk, to the person helping me, the concierge. Yeah. For some reason, he wants to make my life difficult. Asking me questions. Where are you going? Why are you going? I have the passport. I have the visa. What is it in your business? Why am I going? That was so strange. A grown man.
A hateful brother.
Drilling me with questions. You're going to America. Is your visa a real one? Where'd you go to get it? All these questions that I'm sure was not in his job description.
He's just trying to get you to give him money or something?
And then he goes, well, your suitcase is too heavy anyway. You got to buy another one. I was like, well, okay. I saw people saying suitcases back there. I was like, you've already walked through. You can't go back. It's like, so, okay, what are my options? Well, you got to pay a fee. Almost $250. Crazy thing like that. I'm sure he probably took some of it.
No, none of that is true.
Right then and there.
None of that is true.
My cash is slashed in half. Boom. Like a big slap from life. I was like, okay, you wanted
that was a lie. Did you fly from where?
Kigali. I flew from Kigali. That man really made it hard on me. For no reason. Like he didn't want me to go. Like, this has nothing to do with you. All of my
was your suitcase even heavier?
It must have been to some degree. But I just knew.
$250, that is so high.
Yeah.
That is unacceptable.
And I'm just an impressionable kid. I'm a kid.
And I
don't want to fumble.
If you just dare ask question for somebody else, yeah. I'm sure that would have changed completely. Yes, exactly.
All these things, I don't know them. Yeah. That was a painful. But though it was an expensive hit on my newfound wealth, it was not enough to get me down. I was like, look, I'm at the door of my freedom. You know what? Fine. Take your money.
Is your visa real? What you was a kid, it would have never asked an adult that.
Man.
Some people.
So, I go through, and so the journey begins. First flight is from Kigali to Belgium, Brussels.
Bruxelles!
So, we board the plane, longest flight of my life. But I was just looking it all in. I was so happy. Abysmal plain food. I'm like, okay, bring it on. Because I have a sense of adventure. I like to try new things. And there's movies on the screen. There's things. It was just an amazing experience to me. It could have been a 20-hour flight. I would not have cared because I was having a great time on the plane. We get to Belgium, to Brussels. We land. And I had a really long layover. 5+ hours, at minimum 5. It was a really long layover. And I'm out there in this gigantic airport. I had never seen anything quite like that. So my amazement continues. To me, it's just fun. I don't care about anything else before. All I have is tunnel before me. I gotta walk. I gotta go on my adventure. I get bored soon enough. My phone was not working. I was not able to connect to the Wi-Fi. I had one of those Chinese Guangzhou, as we used to call them, which is a Chinese city, apparently.
Yes.
So
I guess they manufacture stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So there I am, bored out of my mind, just walking around. Some way, somehow, I'm at a store or visiting something, and it's clear to me that the person who is next to me is also from my country. So we're both Congolese, both going to America. I don't know if I heard him on the phone or something, and sure enough, he was also alone, and so was I. So we made friends. Hey, you're my blood. Come on, let's do this together.
Let's do this.
And we were scheduled to board the same plane. I was headed to Austin, Texas, and he was headed to some other city. But our point of entry was for both of us was going to be Washington, D.C. So yes. So we're like, oh, let's stick together then. So sure enough, we stick together. The hours go by, and we're talking, and maybe an hour before the flight, that's when things get interesting. Christian's heard the story before, but and I just told the story to my parents very recently on a recent trip to Canada.
Oh, how did you get that?
I should tell you. You want me to ask?
Yeah.
And I made a monumental mistake. First time traveling by myself. I'm an organized man. I like to know that things are in their space at the proper, precise location at the precise time. That's just part of how I function. I've been labeled OCD apparently lately. Anyway.
It is annoying.
But to me, it made sense
Yeah.
that I would have a nice little briefcase, right, for documents.
Of course he did.
Only documents, nothing else. That I have another backpack for something quite specific, and so on and so forth. So here I am traveling with 5 different elements instead of just consolidating them into one. Foolishness. We are about an hour from our flight. And it dawns on me, as I look around, I can no longer find my briefcase that has only documents.
Oh my God, I remember that. Yeah. Panic!
This thing that we call panic or fear to a greater extent, I'd never felt it. Until that moment, I knew what it was. I knew this uncomfortable feeling like your heart is beating so fast that any second it will just explode. Unpleasant terror. And then I looked to my compadre, my fellow citizen. Hey, listen, I had this thing with me. She said, oh yeah, I remember it. I can't find it anymore. The man could not hide his shock, but also seeing out because he was quite a bit older than me, a bit like mid-20s probably, and he realizes, let me not freak out this young fella. Let me not freak him out, you know. But his initial reaction was like, oh my God, this is not good.
And you got not. You registered that. You think
this is not good. This is not good.
Do you remember his name?
I do not remember his name. I do not remember his name. I'm not Congolese Gaylor. Remember his name?
Yeah.
The brother says, well, let's do the only obvious thing. Let's retrace our steps. The Belgian airport is really huge. I guess at the time, I've seen far bigger airports now, so I've traveled a little bit more. But it was the biggest I'd ever seen. So in my memories, it seems like an infinite labyrinth, like a maze. And this is just probably just in my head. He says, let's retrace all the steps. We had stopped at a few shops and we were just exploring together. Both he and I, that was our first times. And then we begin to retrace the steps. My heart is pounding. Most people don't know what that means. If you know, you know.
True fear. It's like your dream is slipping through your fingers. Importance is
I'm about to fumble at the 1 yard line for those of you who know football. And I am bargaining with God.
on prayers you've ever said that.
I am bargaining with God.
Asking for mercy.
I will do everything. I'll be the perfect boy. I will never lie anymore. I will never do anything.
Please.
Now I'll spend my life on my knees. I am bargaining.
Oh, you must be a fecal creatures.
As we go to places, I cannot find it. Places. I mean, airports are so busy.
Yes.
Ain't nobody cares about you. People are rushing to their tickets, their boarding passes. This is, oh man. And then I thought I couldn't go. I thought it couldn't get worse. Now all of a sudden you start getting those first boarding calls. The plane is starting to board.
Flight A266
Yes.
to Washington DC,
Gates,
boarding now,
yeah,
get
Gates
50.
B55. It's on the call people. I still don't have it. And at that time, time is flying. Time is flying.
The relativity of time, perspective,
Time is flying.
slipping through the cracks.
I don't want to waste time looking in the wrong places. And then I remember. So, listen. Oh, okay. The calls are coming periodically, every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes, or whatever. We're missing these people. I look at my friend. He's like, Benny, I'm so sorry. I have to go, man. I have to go. I wish you good luck. I don't even know what to say.
You understood.
I understood, of course. Hey, go do your thing. Now I'm by myself, alone and afraid.
Exposed to the elements. Oh man, the street is real.
I could not believe it. And then now you're starting to imagine what's going to happen. The embarrassment I'm going to bring to my dad. All this money wasted.
All this effort, me returning like this.
Yes. Yeah. And then I remember one thing. I remember, because it was my first time flying and I'm usually organized.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Let me get all of my paperwork nice and done. Meaning go print my boarding passes so that I'm ready. So I can go explore. Right after we had landed from Kigali to Belgium, right before any of this happened, I had gone to the gate and printed the boarding pass. So the lady remembered me. At that time, after my friend had left me, I was like, oh, whoa, yes, that lady remembered me. I know she knows that I had my paperwork, I had my passport and everything, so she gave me a boarding pass. I mean, what is she even supposed to do, honestly, now that I think about it? So I go back to her, do you remember me? Broken English. Fear makes you dumb. I'm not realizing I'm in Belgium. Je peux parler français, I can speak French. But here I am, broken English, I'm just trying to get a message across.
Oh, you're in Belgium trying to speak English?
Yes.
Speaking French.
My mind is just jumbled. I'm so scared. I'm so dumb. My IQ level is slashed.
At that point, knowing the way you sweat, you're probably in cold sweats.
Unpleasant. My voice is shaking. I'm on the verge of tears. And at that point, I'm one of the names they're calling.
Oh my God.
It is bad. It is
Benichiku.
bad. It is bad. It is bad.
Benichiku gets B25.
Yes. The lady remembered me. She's like, oh, that is not good. That is not good. Because at that point, you don't even have paperwork to prove your country of origin. I guess they can retrace you in the system and see some things.
Yes.
How can you even prove anything? Well, they must have had pictures. But anyway, it's at that moment. She tells me to calm down a little bit. She says, yes, she remembers me. She says, the only thing that could have happened, possibly, is lost and found. I'd never heard those terms in my life. In America, every place is a lost and found.
Yes.
She said, okay, go check the lost and found. That is the only last place. Because at an airport, an abandoned package is suspicious, as you can imagine, in this day and age. He says, well, somebody probably moved it there if it was found, but that's the only thing I can think about. She says, okay, look at the hallway, run. She said, run. I'm running. I am running, and I kid you not, this is like a movie. Favor.
Oh, mercy of God.
Running down this hall,
Mercy.
I see a man, white male, that weird navy blue shirt with black pants.
The airport's coming.
Airport unis.
Yes.
And then he has gloves on. He has a gloved hand and he's holding the pouch as he's walking towards what I believe is a lost and found. I run to him, grab him by the shoulder, spin him around. In my head, it's like a movie.
What is that? What is this kid assessing me?
It's mine. And then the guy has me name 3 random things in there. And I named them correctly. The relief that I felt.
It was like life returning to your life. To your bones.
The relief that I felt.
Now you're running back into the plane.
Run to the airport.
Smile! Smile as wide as...
And as I walk down the aisle, I see my...
he's like...
The guy's like, yes, he was so happy.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, man. I've experienced fear a few times after that. That one was unbelievable. And
Challenging. Challenging the dream.
I will not tell my parents this. This should remain between me and myself for a while. Because
And he did.
then I would plant doubt in their mind as far
About
as, can I
your
even take care of
ability.
myself?
Yes.
Do
Now-
you make a mistake? Yeah.
So what happened now when you told them? Many
I told them-
years later.
Many years later. Well, I mean, here we're talking 12 years later. I tell them, I was like, she? This is our African thing. She goes, yeah? Really? You did well to not tell us. You would have freaked us out for no reason. This is ridiculous. It's like, all of a sudden it's like mom is worrying all those emotions like it's happening live. I'm like, mom, this is old story. This is old news. But dad was just calm. He's like, yeah,
So
you did well. You did well. You did well to not have told us because you just plant unnecessary
doubt about
concern, yes.
your ability to care for yourself.
That would have been bad. Fumbled. You've already said your goodbyes to everybody. Can you imagine?
And then you come back.
Come
Sorry, I lost the document.
I lost the document. And then everywhere you go, you have to answer the same question.
So why are you here? Well, I lost my passport in Belgium. What? How? What happened?
You must be the stupidest.
Unbelievable.
That was my welcome. Welcome to. When I sat into that seat,
It was like heaven.
I hugged this thing. That was such a good feeling.
Relief on the ice order.
Such
Here.
good feeling. Oh my God. Yeah, that's the story, man. Time is flying, but yeah, that was that. I think next time we can talk about the early days in America, but yeah.
I mean, or just another completely different topic. I don't know. But I believe the conversation came to its end. Really consuming now. So yeah, those are the story of our arrival in this beautiful country of yours. If you're from here or in this country, if you're from home, wherever you're from, it does not without drama and electricity.
Indeed.
With that, people, we bid you goodbye until we see you again. Notice your favor and be grateful for it.
Indeed.
We are out.
Peace.